Hi students. Yes, today we are going to learn the physical and chemical properties of carboxylic acid. Okay. So first we are going to learn physical properties of carboxylic acid. So what are the physical properties? First, physical state. Physical state means acids, usually the acid with carbon up to 9. So 1 carbon acid, 2 carbon acid, 3 carbon acid, likewise up to 9 carbon acid present as a liquid, colorless liquid. Okay. But after to the C9, that means more than 9 carbon, the acid having the physical state waxy solid. So from 10 and above, waxy solid nature. Okay. Then second, the boiling point of carboxylic acid. Boiling point of carboxylic acid is higher than that of boiling point of aldehyde, ketone as well as alcohols. Why boiling point of acid is higher than that of aldehyde, ketone and alcohol means acid can form efficiently hydrogen bond with each other. Because of that hydrogen bond, it will form dimer structure. Because of the dimer structure, it is having more boiling point than aldehyde, ketone and alcohol. So we can see some dimer shape. C double bond OH. Okay. Then the same way we can write for another acid. Now what will happen? It becoming partially negative, partially positive, partially negative, partially positive, negative, positive. So there is an interaction. This is only called hydrogen bond. Because of this dimer, di means two. So because of two carboxylic acid, they are forming one structure like ring structure, that is called dimer structure. Because of this dimer structure, they are having high boiling point. Next, third physical property, carboxylic acid is less soluble in water. For example, carbon with 4 up to 4 carbon acid easily soluble in water because of hydrogen bond, but more than 4 it is soluble in water, but more than 4 carbon acids insoluble in water because of the hydrophobic nature. Hydrophobic, what do you mean hydrophobic? Water repelling character. So hydrocarbon compounds are increased. So when the number of carbon means CH2 group increases means hydrocarbon group will increase. So hydrocarbon group will increase means it will increase the hydrophobic nature. What do you mean hydrophobic nature? Water repelling nature. Because of that, only up to 4 carbon acid is soluble in water, other insoluble in water. Even benzoic acid, aromatic acid insoluble in water. Then last, the carboxylic acid, which having two different varieties. What is that? First one is we can say vinegar. In our house we may use some vinegar for souring taste. We can use the vinegar. Actually, what is vinegar? 6 to 8 percentage of acetic acid. Acetic acid 6 to 8 percent if you take in a solution, that is called vinegar. Okay, it's very important one mark. 6 to 8 percentage of acetic acid only called vinegar. And also, if you cool the acetic acid, it will form ice like solid crystals, that is called glacial acetic acid. So glacial acetic acid, how will you prepare? By cooling the acetic acid. So we can cool at a 289.5 Kelvin temperature. We will get some crystals of acetic acid in solution. By filtration we can separate glacial acetic acid. Okay. Then chemical properties of carboxylic acid. Chemical properties. So the chemical reactions of carboxylic acid takes place depending upon four four types of breaking a bond. One is carboxylic acid. What is the molecular formula? C double bond O H. Right. So first, because of bond breaking between this O and H, so OH bond breaking will give one type of a product. Then this OH and the CO group may break. So CO OH group. Simply we can write COH group bond breaking. Then together this bond COOH may undergone the breaking. Apart from that, see, it may have any alkyl group. Okay, R group means any carbon group. So this bond, this alkyl group may undergo substitution reaction. So reaction on the alkyl group. Okay, so four type of chemical reaction we are going to see. The first one, OH bond involving reaction. So we are going to treat the acetic acid with sodium, like high reactive metal, magnesium, aluminium, like sodium. High reactive metals reacting with acid, we will get, we can take sodium. What will happen? It will replace the place of hydrogen. You can add sodium the place of hydrogen. So you have to take two because we cannot remove one single hydrogen. Always we can remove the hydrogen molecule. So the two hydrogen is removed with two sodium. We will get the product sodium acetate COONA with hydrogen gas. Okay. So what happened? Only this bond is undergone the breaking. Then we can treat with a base like sodium hydroxide, alkali. Alkali means a base. So it will give the same type of product. This hydrogen and oxygen will go as a water. You substitute the place of hydrogen Na. So we will get CH3COONA plus water. So here also we got sodium acetate. Next we can treat with bicarbonate and carbonates. So like sodium carbonate or sodium bicarbonate. So the carbonate undergone the reaction with the same type of product. See, acetic acid, sodium carbonate Na2CO3. So you take two times. What will happen? Very simple. There is CO3. To remove CO2 alone, there is one more excess of oxygen. There is two hydrogen. Sir, only one. No. There is two means this common for the hydrogen also. Two hydrogen and one oxygen will go as a water. So CO2 over, water over. What's the remaining? 2 Na. You substitute the place of two hydrogen. So we will get the same product CH3COONA plus water and then carbon dioxide. So these are the OH bond involving reaction. OH bond breaking. Under the breaking, the reactions will take place. Okay. Next, we are going to learn OH. See, OH bond breaking. Now COH bond breaking. Okay. COH bond means carboxylic acid having C double bond OH. This bond will undergoing the breaking. So before that, simple test for acid, what will you do? If you tip the blue color litmus paper, the solution makes or turn the blue color litmus paper into red color means we can say that is acid. That also takes place in the first category of reaction. Next reaction with phosphorus pentachloride, tetrachloride, and then sulfonyl chloride SOCl2. Reaction with PCl5, PCl3, sulfonyl chloride SOCl2. Right. Acetic acid. with phosphorus pentachloride. Penta means 5. Okay. See, whenever if you reacting one of the reactants phosphorus pentachloride, you have the same mechanism. You split the PCl5 into Cl3. PCl3, one Cl, another Cl. Always put like one nama. Okay, you put nama. POCl3 will go, HCl will go. The place of OH we can add Cl. So what is the product? Acetyl chloride CH3 COCl plus phosphorus phosphorus oxide trichloride and then HCl. Okay, right. Suppose if you take benzoic acid C6H5COOH with sulfonyl chloride, what will happen? Same sulfonyl chloride, SO middle, one Cl, another Cl. Again put nama with this oxygen, right? HCl will go, SO2 will go, the Cl will substitute the place of OH. So CH3COCl, acetyl chloride, sulfur dioxide gas, and then hydrochloric acid. Okay, right. So OH bond involving reactions are over. Next, reaction with alcohol. Acid react with alcohol means it is a special type of reaction that is nothing but esterification reaction. What do you mean esterification? Formation of ester. Ester functional group R C double bond O C double bond O. Sorry, R C double bond O R. So the place of the hydrogen, if you substitute R, you will get ester. So here acetic acid. So I think in your book benzoic acid is taken. COOH with ethyl alcohol. What is ethyl alcohol molecule formula? CH3CH2OH. The same you can write C2H5OH, the place of any mineral acid. Simple. You take hydrogen and OH, water will go. You substitute the remaining. So C6H5 COOC2H5 and then water. Now what is the product name? We can say ethyl phenyl ester or ethyl benzoate. So benzoic acid, if you remove hydrogen, benzoate. The place of hydrogen, ethyl group is substituted. So ethyl benzoate, right? Now we are going to learn the mechanism of esterification by using acetic acid and the ethyl alcohol. Okay. So general reaction first we will write acetic acid CH3COOH plus ethyl alcohol C2H5OH. Actually we will get the product CH3COOC2H5 plus water. Okay. How the products are formed, we are going to learn by using the mechanism. First step, actually here we cannot split into steps. Okay, so simply I will write mechanism. Okay, so the first we have to take acetic acid first. Acetic acid, how do you write? CH3 C double bond OH. Okay, right. We have taken the acid catalyst, you know, that H plus, right? This oxygen having lone pair electron, that lone pair electron will attract this H plus. Now we will get CH3 C double bond O H. There is one plus Y plus. Lone pair electrons are used for forming bond. Now what happened? This reactant will react with our next reactant, ethyl alcohol. So you take it the same here, CH3C double bond OH with C2H5OH. Now what will happen? Sorry, here hydrogen as well as plus. Long time the plus cannot carry with the oxygen. Okay, we should neutralize. For that, what will happen? This oxygen will give this lone pair electron to form bond with the carbon. So this bond will neutralize the bond plus charge. So what is the next product? CH3 C double bond O already is there, but now single bond O because of this bond is shifted. What's the remaining? Here we have OH. Here newly that OHC2H5 is added. Now there is a plus charge for that oxygen because lone pair electron is donated for bonding. Now some rearrangement will take place. What rearrangement? That plus we want to neutralize. For that, what we can do? That bond in between the oxygen hydrogen may accepted by this oxygen, so we can remove H plus. So what is the remaining? CH3 COH OH O C2H5, right? Anything else? Nothing. Bond hydrogen, the bond is accepted by oxygen, so it is neutralized. The positive charge is reduced into neutral. H plus is removed. This compound further react with another H plus. You write this compound CH3 C OH OH O C2H5. Right. Now again we are going to take one H plus. Now what will happen? This hydrogen, we will write this side. Always this oxygen will do something. So this lone pair electron accepting again this hydrogen. Now we will get CH3 COH H, there is a plus charge, then OH, there is O and C2H5. Okay, right. Now this plus charge you want to neutralize. Then how will you neutralize? Here we will take this bond will remove as a water. You just take this bond, neutralize this oxygen, so together H2O we can remove as a water. Simple. This bond is neutralized. So oxygen having positive charge, we want to neutralize the positive charge. So by breaking this bond, we can remove water. Remaining we have CH3 COH. I am writing this OH here. Then OC2H5. Okay. Still we have some rearrangement, but because we didn't get any conformed product, so what is the final reaction? We got C2H5O. 1 minute, my dear students. Here small change. See, if you remove this carbon will, if you remove this bond, carbon will have 3 valence only. Always carbon should have 4 valency. So this lone pair electron will shift and forming double bond. Now as usual we are removing the water. Then CH3 COH double bond OC2H5. Now how long it will be like a double bond with a positive charge? So we want to change some changes. How will you change? This hydrogen you can write like this. This bond will shift here to neutralize this positive charge. At the same time, the bond will migrate and form double bond with this carbon oxygen. This H will send as a H plus. Okay. So somebody want to gain this hydrogen, you know. For that, additionally, we are taking excess of ethyl alcohol. This lone pair electron will attract this hydrogen. Okay. For support, we will take 2 reactor. Excess of ethyl alcohol we have taken, like you just consider that ethyl alcohol will accept this hydrogen. So this bond will migrate and form double bond between carbon and oxygen. So this bond will neutralize this positive charge. So our final product is CH3. C. Now there is a double bond. O. The double bond is neutralized. So single bond remaining C2H5. This is nothing but CH3COO C2H5. That is only our expected product. Okay. So we have finished the mechanism of esterification reaction. Now we are going to in that COOH group involving reaction. Okay. Reduction. What do you mean reduction? Addition of hydrogen. As usual, we will take some reducing agent. What are the reducing agent? Lithium, aluminum hydride, or some other things. You will take red phosphorus with hydrochloric acid. Okay. Phosphorus having two types: red phosphorus, white phosphorus. Here we are going to take red phosphorus. Okay. Right. Any one reagent we have to take. So the first reaction, acetic acid. What is the molecular formula for acetic acid? CH3COOH with lithium, aluminum hydride. It will give 2 hydrogen. Actually, we will say this is an partial reduction. That means that the acid will reduce into alcohol. So we have to take 4 hydrogen atom. So from the 4, 2 will combine with this oxygen will form water. Remaining 2 will substitute the place of oxygen. So double bond O is removed. So 2 hydrogen is added. So we will get the same number of carbon containing alcohol. Right? 2 hydrogen added, 2 hydrogen combined with this oxygen, water is removed. Okay. So reduction, partial reduction. Next, complete reduction. Complete reduction with red phosphorus and hydrochloric acid. So CH3 again COOH with hydrochloric acid. Actually, how much amount of hydrochloric acid you want to take? 6 moles of hydrochloric acid in the presence of red phosphorus. So simple, from 6 hydrogen, okay, as usual, you take 2 hydrogen. We can write here. Remove the water. Okay, right. Then again you take 1 more hydrogen. Remove the water. So out of 6, 3 hydrogens are utilized. Remaining 3 hydrogen you add in the carbon. Again I am saying we have 6 hydrogen. 2 hydrogen will combine with oxygen. 1 hydrogen will combine with OH. 3 water molecule will go out. Remaining 3 hydrogen is there, that you can add in the carbon. Now 6 iodine, you can write 3I2. So what are the product? CH3, C, 3 hydrogen if you add, CH3, ethane. Then 3 moles of water. Then 3 moles of iodine. 6I becoming 3I2. Okay. So partial reduction only formed alcohol, but complete reduction gives a hydrocarbon like ethane. Now the next reaction is nothing but decarboxylation. Decarboxylation means what? Removal of CO2. We want to remove the CO2, carbon dioxide. So first we are going to take sodium acetate. What is the molecular formula for sodium acetate? CH3 COONA, which is treated with, what is the catalyst you want to take? Sodium hydroxide with base. Simple, Na2CO3. All the things you can add as a sodium carbonate we can remove. Only hydrogen added. So CH3 plus 1 hydrogen, CH4. What's the name of CH4? Methane plus Na2CO3. Sodium carbonate will form. Then very important reaction. It's also reduction like reaction or decarboxylation. Golf electrolytic. See, Golf reaction is separated or separate reaction from the Golf's electrolytic reaction, because electrolytic reaction will give some product. Golf reaction will give some organic aromatic compounds. Okay, right. Golf's electrolytic reaction, we are going to take 2 moles of sodium acetate, Na, sodium acetate. Okay, so here also simple reaction, the presence of electrolysis. Electrolysis means current we want to pass. So in the electrolysis reaction, remove the sodium as a sodium molecule. One CO2, another CO2. So you make it bond between them. We'll get same CH3, and then 2 CO2 plus 2 Na. So ethane, complete reduction like product, it will form ethane. Right. Next we are going to take reaction with ammonia, acetic acid. What's the molecular formula for ammonia? NH3. Just first form the addition reaction. NH3 plus 1 hydrogen, NH4. So CH3COO NH4. Because of nitrogen having 5 bond, it will carry positive charge. It is an intermediate, which is not a final product. Further on decomposition, that means breaking. This 4 hydrogen you can, this NH4 you can write NH2 and H2. Right? This H2 will combine with this one oxygen. Water can be removed. Remaining NH2 you can add here. So acetamide, what's the name of the product? Acetamide will form CH3CONH2. So the organic compound having CONH2 group means we can say that is amide, drawn from the acetic acid. So name of the compound is acetamide. Okay. Next, dehydrating agent, phosphorus pentoxide we are going to use, P2O5. This is a dehydrating agent. So you take 2 moles of that, you can write CH3OH. Okay, then 2 moles of acetic acid. If you take, what will happen with phosphorus pentachloride, PCl5? What is the product? See, 1 mole of water you want to remove, H2O. So this also will bond with this carbon. So we will get acetic anhydride. What's the name of this product? Acetic anhydride. This is also one of the derivative of acid. Okay, acetic anhydride. Next we are going to prepare halogenation reaction. So halogenation means addition of halogen like bromine or any other halogen, chlorine, iodine we can add. Here we are going to add that chlorine in the presence of red phosphorus. That is also important. That catalyst important, which is having another name. What is that? Hell-Volcard-Solensky reaction. Simply we will say HPZ reaction. Mention in your book HPZ reaction or Hell-Volcard-Solensky reaction. Okay. So HPZ reaction means we will take the catalyst chlorine with red phosphorus. Okay. Then halogenation reaction. Alpha hydrogen will undergo the halogenation. So what is alpha hydrogen? Functional group carbon attached the nearby carbon. This is functional group. The functional group attached carbon is called alpha carbon. In the alpha carbon, what are the hydrogens are added or bonded? They are called alpha hydrogen. From 3 alpha hydrogen, we are going to take 1 from Cl2. One will go as a HCl. The place of hydrogen you add chlorine. So CH2Cl COOH. Halogenated carboxylic acid. So 2-chloroethanoic acid is the IUPAC's name of this compound. This reaction is very familiar with the name of HBZ reaction. Next, some substitution reactions. See, substitution reaction always important, right? Which undergone in the presence of benzoic acid. Usually we have seen only about the acetic acid, no. So here we are going to see about with the benzoic acid. So the first benzoic acid on halogenation, right? So in the presence of bromine, if you want to add, we want to take FeBr3. Suppose chlorine means FeCl3, right? Very simple. The benzoic acid also meta-directing group. That means meta place we can substitute that. So here one hydrogen we want to take it out from the 2-bromine. You write like this. Okay. So Br will add. HBr you can remove. Br you add. So meta-bromobenzoic acid. What's the name of the product? Meta-bromo or 3-bromobenzoic acid. Next, nitration. Nitration also very easy. Benzoic acid. There is one hydrogen. You will take sulfuric acid catalyst, nitric acid. So the nitric acid you can split HO, NO2. Water will go, NO2 you add. The place of hydrogen you add the NO2. So benzoic acid. Next we are going to take sulfonation. So fuming sulfuric acid, that means freshly prepared sulfuric acid. Benzoic acid with sulfuric acid. So HO, SO3H. Hydrogen. See, you should not forget to put this ring. So if you are not written that ring, it becoming cyclohexane. So very important the ring. So remove the water, add SO3H. So you will get benzoic acid with sulfonation. What's the name of this compound? Metasulfobenzoic acid. Okay. So next we are going to learn the reducing nature of formic acid. But we don't have enough space in my phone. So we will continue in the next video. Thank you.